Welcome back to Coming In Hot with Caroline. Hi, you guys. Jolly Green Giant is here. Yes, I wanted to welcome you back. We're going to be coming in hot with the topic, the reality of social media and what really goes on behind the scenes. I've seen so many people really coming on and talking about it, especially like on TikTok and on Instagram and on socials. And just the fact that people really don't understand the behind the scenes. I don't know if they even care to, but I'm here to tell you about it because I know people just see this one little screen and it all looks like pretty little pictures. I know we all say it, and I think it's hard to comprehend sometimes that there really are real people behind those screens. And I think we need to talk about it. So I want to dig deep today on social media. It is such a crazy world. And when I entered it, I honestly didn't know a lot about it. I was 47. I mean, I was kind of like just getting on. TikTok was literally just seemed like young kids dancing. And Instagram was really just, seemed like small community. You hung out with your friends, or your friends could at least see what you were doing, what you were wearing. And that's really as far as it went. As soon as Instagram and TikTok became more of a business for me, right? Once we kind of got to a certain level, and I think everyone obsesses on the follower count, right? I'm not saying I don't either, because again, with bigger numbers, you get more attention, right? You get bigger deals, you make more money. That's the truth. So I don't know a single person that doesn't obsess on the numbers. But as those numbers grow, the pressure is on. And I think people think that going viral, everybody is like dying to have that one viral video on TikTok. And I had it. I know what can happen from it. It is incredible, the amount of followers you can gain and the amount of momentum you can gain. But with that comes a certain responsibility. And with bigger numbers comes more stress, more pressure, more imposter syndrome, more trying to keep up. Sometimes some people say like success could be a prison, and it can be, because it is a constant battle in your own head to keep up and to keep improving and to keep moving forward. And it's not easy, you guys. So I just want to give a reality check on me and what we've been going through, because again, there's been a lot of highs and lows, and people just don't see the behind the scenes. Like, they don't see the struggle. They don't see the tears. They don't see the stress. They don't see you up late night and up early in the morning and trying to figure out and making an ass of yourself and things bombing and having to pick yourself back up, or getting so many negative comments, or just getting insulted, getting made fun of, whatever it is. It comes with a lot. And I personally had no idea of that when I was getting into it. Again, I was in my late 40s. I was like, do people really do that? Like, people really stand behind a computer and say rude shit to you? But they do. They actually do. It has been such a learning experience. And I think we've hit a point now where, you gain a certain amount of success and it does become your lifestyle, and we are very dependent on it. My husband works with me. This is our livelihood. This is the only way we make money, is through Instagram, TikTok, our affiliate links, our investments, our products, all of the different things that we stick our hands into, right? And you have to have multiple businesses for it to be successful. You can't just focus on one. You have to have multiple platforms. You have to be super consistent and persistent. At the end of the day, we literally are on, I think, 4 to 5 platforms. We post 4 times a day, 7 days a week. So you can only imagine how much footage, how much content we have to take, how much planning, how much strategy, how many things we have to write, how many DMs I have to get back to, how many comments we have to respond to on all apps 7 days a week. It's really overwhelming, and it's easy to burn out because, again, we have to keep it fresh. We have to keep it new. And I love to come on in the mornings and do that coffee talk and keep that motivation going, because that is what fills my heart, is this community and us helping each other and supporting each other. And the clothes and all that stuff, that's all icing on the cake for me. But with that comes a lot of pressure, right? I'd be lying to you. Like, last week in New York, like, I was hysterically crying and I felt so overwhelmed. And you see numbers go up, you see numbers go down. You take things personally. It'd be impossible not to. You wonder what's going on. What don't people like? What can you do differently? And it can be this like ongoing battle. And you are. When people talk about social media, I'm always like, you are gambling. This is what I talk to John about all the time. I'm like, there is no security in this at all. This is literally like watching the stock market. Like, putting all of your money in the stock market and watching that number every single day go up and down and fluctuate. And sometimes you go on the sickest run and you're just like, yeah, I'm killing it. And then all of a sudden it comes to a scratching halt. And then all of a sudden you can go and start going negative and you're like, wait, what's happening? Oh my God, you have a nervous breakdown. It is the sickest roller coaster ride you will ever be on. So if you like roller coaster rides and you like adventure and you like a real thrill, get into social media. Okay? That is my advice, because it's fickle. It can be very cruel, but it also can be amazing. And I think what's been incredible about social media for me, so let me do the positives first, because I do think that there have been a lot of positives, in the sense that to be a 53-year-old woman, being able to create her own business, create her own product line, to create her own community from the comfort of her own bedroom, literally on her phone, still being able to be with my kids, still being able to share in their lives, still be able to keep up some responsibilities, be able to still take care of my 87-year-old mother. I get to do that all from home, from my phone. And that is an incredible privilege. Like, we are so blessed that we have that opportunity. Like, you can start any business you want, literally. Start posting, start sharing, start showing your expertise, start showing your hobbies, start showing things that you care about, that you like, and you have the capability. Start sharing, like, you can get jobs from it. I mean, you can literally create anything you want. You can show your artwork, you can show your music. You don't necessarily need managers and agents now. Like, you can create your own destiny. And that's pretty incredible. That's something that my mom never had the opportunity to do. My mom felt so lost, especially once we left, and it was that empty nest, and she didn't have her phone that she could literally just Google something, start learning, start practicing right from there. Like, she would have had to go out, try to get a job, do the resume, learn all the technology. She had no experience because she never worked in this country. Like, this, it was stacked against her. Like, it just was. Her creating her own destiny, her own future, was really stacked against her, where we all have an incredible opportunity. So as much as we want to poo-poo social media and we want to say it's fucking a nightmare, it has been incredibly important to me and in my life. And it's created an actual opportunity for us to have a good future for me and the boys. So it is incredible. You can learn so much. You can laugh so much. You can be so entertained. You can really connect and build incredible communities. Like, I feel like my community, it's some of the greatest women I've ever met. There has not been a single opportunity that I have had to meet people from my community and that they haven't been amazing. Every single woman has been amazing. So being able to have that support system, like, my mom did not have women on the internet that they could say, hey, I'm going through that too, or hey, I feel that too, or hey, that's happening to me too, or give you advice, or give you help. I can go on TikTok and I'll get some pretty good advice. I'll get some pretty good help. People will recommend places, things. When you travel, you'll get some of the best recommendations. Like, you can connect with people around the entire world. And I find that to be spectacular. I love it. And I think it's a really positive aspect of it. Now, with some of the negatives, yes, it can be cruel. People are fickle. There's cancel culture now that, God forbid you have an opinion. God forbid you're different. God forbid you piss someone off. They can go on a rampage and decide that they want to cancel you and create a whole fucking chaos online. And it's insane, like insane what I have witnessed. You do see the cruelty of people insulting you and being mean to you. You do see, like, you can have all this sudden support and people love you. And then all of a sudden you have people are unfollowing and everyone hates you and you have no idea why. Like, it is honestly crazy. And you do feel crazy a lot of the time. And you are just trying to keep up. It is hard not to compare yourself. It is hard not to watch other people. Like, I've seen people say, like, you'll watch a girl literally putting deodorant on and she'll have 2 million views. You could do like the sickest edit, most incredible music, have the best video and get 200 views. There is no rhyme or reason. That's why I call it gambling. You have no idea what is going to hit. You have no idea what people are in the mood for that day. You have no idea what the For You page is going to push out. You have no idea. Like, you have no control. And that's the hardest part, is that you have no control of how people see you, how people feel about you. You can just be yourself and you can seriously rub people the wrong way and people can just decide. It is, you guys, it's overwhelming. So I can't imagine what these 15, 16-year-olds, even 20-year-olds are doing, because It is overwhelming. And I just wanted to touch on it because, especially when you're living your life here and it is your livelihood, it is really scary. There are days you want to throw the phone against the wall, you want to quit. There are days that you feel like you cannot take anymore. There are days that you feel imposter syndrome. Maybe nobody likes it. Maybe no one's going to come, like when you have events, or I have a couple of big things coming up that you're like, what if nobody buys it? What if nobody comes? What if nobody cares? And you have to keep believing in yourself. You have to keep believing in that message, like no matter what. And that is the hardest part. That is the biggest struggle, is you believing in you. And you can't worry what anyone else says. And you've got to listen to your gut instinct. And you have to have your boundaries. And you have to feel good in your own skin. You've got to have thick skin. I hate to say it, but you got to have thick skin. So I think for me, the better headspace you are in, the better the people that surround you and support you, the more that, you take breaks and have enough self-care to know that this is as real as you want to make it, you know what I mean? Then you can really keep a head on your shoulders and keep moving forward. But I would be lying to you to say that it's not a daily struggle. You've got to push forward every day. Every single day that I open the phone, I have anxiety. I get anxious opening the apps. Like, you have no idea what's coming. You have no idea what the DMs are going to say. You have no idea if the numbers are down. There's a lot of writing on it, especially when you're doing brand deals or you're doing things like that and they don't perform. You feel bad. You feel guilty. You feel like you're not doing a good job, even though it really might not have anything to do with you. It could be the algorithm. It could be people my age just scroll and they don't really care. And my friends are not sitting there all day commenting and obsessing on anything I'm doing the way a 15-year-old would. So it's very different. And then that comparison game that you go through, that you are constantly comparing yourself to other people, to other creators. You see their numbers growing or you see them gaining celebrity or whatever it is. And you just are like, wait, how are they doing that? What are they doing? And it is a constant game you are playing. Every single day, you are playing a game, you are gambling, okay? So if you're a gambler and you like a real thrill and, you like to play a real hard game of guess, like what's going to happen tomorrow, then this is for you, okay? But I do want to give you some encouragement if you guys are out there and this is something that it feels like it's become a career. It feels like a lot of people want to get into content creating. And I just want to remind you that if it's for the fame, it's going to be really hard. If it's for the money, it's going to be really hard because to get the fame and the money, it is a long road. Because again, you can go viral, but that does not mean that you have security, okay? Just because you have management, just because you have teams doesn't mean you have security. Once you have teams, now you're paying out 15, 20% of every single thing that you make. So just know that once you start growing and you start adding people on, you have to start paying. And all of that is coming out of obviously your paycheck. So understanding what everyone does, understanding having really good people that surround you, that support you, that believe in the message. And it might not be at first. I've had other management teams. I've had other assistants. You have to find the people that you really click with, that you really can work with. And until that point, I had 4 or 5 years that I was completely alone. I was every single day shooting content alone. Just know that you can. Okay. Number one, grab that, the tripod. Sorry. Grab the tripod, grab your clicker, grab your camera, start doing your own work. Okay. Be consistent and be persistent. Okay. That's something that people don't talk about enough. You can't just do one post or just do one little deal and make it be late doing it and be irresponsible. If you really want to take this seriously as a business, you have to take it seriously. It is a real business. You have to be professional. You have to respond. You have to deliver. You have to look at your analytics. You have to understand your demographics. Again, this is a real business. And if you really are making it a business, you've got to manage your money. You've got to manage your brand deals. You've got to manage everything that you are doing. And that's not easy. So you will lose. You will not move forward if you are not taking it seriously. I see so many girls, they just want to make a little cash. They want some free shit, and that's fine. If that's all you want from it, then that's great. But I would not bet my entire life on that, okay? Because I will say, just like you watch anything on here, it is a daily struggle. It is work that we do every single day. I sometimes stay up till 3 or 4 in the morning responding to every single DM or responding to every single comment. Everything takes time. And you have to have so much patience. And sometimes it's 2 steps forward, 10 steps back. Sometimes people disappoint you. Sometimes people let you down. And you have to keep believing. I don't know, like, you have to dig so deep. You have to be so sure of what you want to do. And make sure that you're very clear on your intentions, very clear on your messaging, very clear on what your niche is and what you want to put out there. Because again, social media was never intended to just fuck around on. Like, it wasn't meant for people to just terrorize each other and tear each other down and honestly be a fucking hellhole. The point of social media honestly was for you to connect, for you to share, for you to learn, not for you just to absorb. You're supposed to create, not just like sit there mindlessly scrolling. Like, that's really not what it's for. And trust me, we all do it. I go down my TikTok rabbit hole a million times. But for me, like, when it's positive, it's like I'm getting a good laugh, I'm learning something, I'm getting a great tip, or it's something like emotional that I really relate to, motivational. Those are like my 4 categories that I personally love and that I really relate to. What I care about is actual meaning, something that makes me feel good, that leaves me in a positive headspace, that actually improves my life in some way. I think that's really what social media is supposed to be about. And I think if you can keep it at that, then you're doing really well. And I think it's very easy to lose yourself. It is very easy to lose yourself to comparison, to jealousy, to envy, to trying to keep up, trying to copy, trying to be like somebody else because you want what they have. You'll never get it by trying to be somebody else, by stealing someone's content, by copying someone. You'll never get it because you're always going to have to look over here or look to your back to figure out what they're doing for you to keep moving forward. They're always going to be 2 steps ahead of you. So there is no point in that. You got to figure out who you are, because you have to love it. You have to have a passion for it. Some days I want to quit. Some days I want to scream and yell. I cry days. Like, it is a lot, you guys. And there's a lot riding on it. And there's a lot depending on it. And it is overwhelming. And I just want to remind you, it is for everyone. I don't care what number is on your feed. It is hard for everyone. I think whether you have 5,000, 10,000, 2 million, it is a stressful place to be, and we've got to learn how to manage it, because you are starting to see people's mental health really decline. Like, you saw the whole Bama rush, the girl Kaylin, who was like, I guess became super popular on TikTok from it, and she just took a break and decided to step away and said because of her mental health, she's stepping away from the TikTok of doing all of that. You're seeing more girls talking about their mental health. You've seen a lot of suicides. A lot of influencers commit suicide because, again, these likes, this interaction, this is it can become obsessive. And I guess people can become very used to being just told how wonderful you are or being told how horrible you are. You can really take that at face value, and you can either get the biggest head and become the biggest douche, or it could go really drastically the other way. And you could think that you shouldn't be here. And that's really sad and that's really scary. So I just want us to be paying more attention when we're using social media. If you are a content creator, I just want to remind you that your mental health is the most important, and you taking care of yourself is the most important, because again, no one else is living your life but you, and no one else gets to decide how you live it, what you do, or how you feel but you. I'm very careful about making sure I'm careful with my filters. I make sure I have filters. I make sure, like, what I'm reading, if it's negative, I'm done. You get deleted, you get blocked. There is just no time for it. There is no patience for it. I will not put up with any bullying whatsoever, because I realize, like, we don't have to. That's the great thing. So I just want to keep reminding you to look at exactly what's your phone. Make sure you have protections on it. Make sure you have filters on it. Make sure that you are protecting yourself. Make sure that you every single day are taking care of yourself, because again, the better you feel about yourself, the more confident you are, the more you're getting up and getting dressed and looking in that mirror and loving what you see, the easier it is to take criticism, the easier it is to understand that somebody behind a computer hiding away, they don't fucking know shit. They don't know you. They don't matter to you, and that's okay. Like, you can just click away, and there's something that when you are feeling really good about yourself and you are feeling really confident and good in your skin, you just don't take that to heart. like you do when you're feeling insecure or you're feeling down or you're not feeling like your best self. It is incredible, the difference. So don't ever stop working on yourself. Every single day, putting that oxygen mask on, using those happy tools every day so that you feel like your best self before getting on that fucking phone. It makes a difference. You want to be in a positive, good, strong, healthy mindset before you get on that phone. Just like during the day when you walk out your door, like you don't know what you're going to face. We don't know what we're dealing with. We don't know what tomorrow brings. We don't know what that next phone call brings. All we can deal with is that moment that we have each and every morning to take care of ourselves, to make sure that we are reminding ourselves that we are beautiful, we are strong, we are smart, we are capable, and we can do hard things. And no one gets that power from us. No one. No internet fucking assholes. No one in your life, no friend, no family, not even your husband. No one gets that power. No one does but you. So I want you to keep working on yourself, because all us content creators, like, check on your content creator friends. They're not okay all the time. Like, we all seem perfectly happy with these perfect lives, but trust me, that is a tiny little glittery photo that you're looking at, and there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes. There's real feelings, real emotions. I have 2 teenage boys. I'm dealing with that. I have an elderly mother. My dad passed away. I have a 21-year marriage. My husband works with me. I have employees that all have feelings and emotions too. We have friends whose children have died. I have friends going through divorce. I have 2 dogs. Like, we all have, I have friends I need to keep up with. We all have so much going on besides this tiny little screen. So let's remind ourselves to be kind, to be positive, to take care of ourselves, to make sure that we're putting our oxygen masks on, make sure that we're looking in the mirror and reminding ourselves that we are strong, capable, smart, beautiful, and we can do hard things. You're the number one person to remind you. You matter. And again, I would always be smart with your money. Okay. This business is crazy. So be smart. If you're starting to make some money on TikTok, if you're starting to make some money on Instagram, save it. Be smart with it. Do not just spend it on stupid shit. Okay, ladies, I want you to be smart with your money, because again, I'm just trying to get you guys to have your own life, your own security, right? I want you to have your own security, and Instagram, TikTok, social media is a way to have it. It actually is a way to have it. But you got to work at it every single day. You've got to be persistent. You've got to be consistent, and you have to be strong-minded, thick skin. Know what you want, know who you are, and fucking go for it. We don't give up, we get up. And let me tell you something, a lot of us want to give up. A lot of the time, we really do. There are days you're like, oh my God, this is crazy. But then, like everything else, all of a sudden so much good starts to come in, and you read all the good messages, because sometimes one bad message can overshadow 100 good ones. And we can't allow that, because there are so many incredible women out there that are supporting you, that are loving you, that do believe. And that's what we need to focus on. We focus on the good. We focus on the message. We focus on our purpose. We focus on what matters. And that's us changing the world, making women stand up, get dressed, and live their best lives. That's the purpose, always, right? So we stick to that, we focus on that, so that no one else gets in the way, no one else fucks with you. And again, just keep saving, keep being smart with your money, so that, again, if it all does go away, you're protected. Okay. And I will say, always diversify. My greatest piece of advice for all of you doing content creation is to diversify. Do not just stick to one account, to one platform, or to one line of business, or making a one way of making money. Not just affiliates, like, find other ways. Multiple streams of income is the best way to go, and be smart. You got this. Okay. I love you all. One day at a time, we rise together. Let's keep supporting each other. Let's keep showing up for each other. Let's keep spreading kindness and positivity, because it can be an incredible, incredible place. And it's an incredible opportunity for us women. And we are taking over. I see women becoming more and more independent, more and more badass, feeling better and stronger in their own skin, having a voice, standing out. I think social media is really incredible for women. Mostly, I think we're the most successful on here. So I don't ever want that to end. It's an incredible thing. We got this. Let's spread love and kindness. All right, ladies, we got this. I will see you next week with another hot topic. Please press the like button if you are so kind. Please press the follow button if you are so kind. Please recommend the podcast to any of your friends that might be interested. We appreciate you and we thank you so much for being here. I hope you have an incredible week. Don't forget to get up and get dressed, and I love you all.